Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now, I've been hearing an awful lot of rumours and myths and little white lies surrounding Pokemon GO, and I'm here to put a stop to it in the only way I know how. Yes, an awful lot of people have been spreading an awful lot of nonsense around Pokemon GO, basically fake hints and tips and things like that. Really, it takes me back to the 90s, because honestly, we don't really get this sort of stuff anymore, so it's really quite refreshing, but at the same time, I do want to debunk all these things, and I'm going to do it in the form of a quick-fire quiz round that I am now going to be calling the Pokemon GO Quickfire Mythbuster Round. That'll do. No mucking around this time because it's absolutely naffing boiling in the UK at the moment. I'm under 2 heavy lights and I've got the blackouts down, so I am currently glistening, shall we say. So let's get right into it. Ready? Okay, go! Right, now, okay. You can track nearby Pokemon using the green pulse over the space in the bottom right-hand corner. Now, this is the idea where if you're facing in the right direction and you've got a single Pokemon selected from your nearby list, then the green pulse will tell you that you're facing the right direction. Completely false, you can try it out for yourself. Face one direction, it can even be in your home, you don't have to be out and about. Face one direction, have a single Pokemon selected, you'll get a green pulse and you'll think, oh, I'm going in the right direction. Turn 180 degrees, wait a bit, and you'll get the same green pulse. It's completely false, it's not true, there's no evidence to back it up, but people do like to spread this stuff. Anyway, moving on. You can pick up thrown Pokeballs and essentially get them back for infinite ball throwing goodness, because I have to write things down in a strange manner. Yes! Supposedly, when you throw a Pokeball and it misses, if you tap it before it disappears, you can get it back and therefore get infinite Pokeballs. Not true, it's just not true. It doesn't work. You can try it, your Pokeball sort of disappears in a sort of a puff of sparkles, so maybe people think that they're picking it up, but it's completely unfounded. I've tried it numerous times. You can try it yourself, just doesn't work. Anyway, you can hatch legendaries from 10k eggs, including Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno, Mewtwo, Mew, and also Ditto, who isn't a legendary, but apparently you can do that. No, not true. There is a full, complete list of all the 10k Pokemon, the 10k eggs, the Pokemon that come from 10k eggs, and they're not on them at all. As far as we know, there is no way currently to catch Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, Mewtwo, Mew, or Ditto in the game using the standard methods. We're assuming, judging from the original sort of reveal teaser trailer, that there's going to be some sort of event where you can go and everybody has to attack a certain Pokemon in order to try and capture the legendary, but we don't know yet. All we know is that you can't do it at the moment, so stop trying. All the things you've seen, they're fake. Honestly, there would be plenty more pictures if it were actually possible. So, moving on. Once I actually managed to turn my iPad screen back on, come on, this is why I don't like having passcodes. Oh, good lord, gravy biscuits. Landmark Pokestops get you better stuff. So the idea that different Pokestops will give you different things. Certain ones will give you better ones than others. As far as I can tell, not true. Haven't seen any evidence to prove that whatsoever. I've been sat in a single location by some Pokestops because I was there for the duration of about 6 hours, even when the servers went down, because that happened to be that day when the servers just went completely kaput. Spinning around, got completely different things every time. Sometimes they were really good, rare things, sometimes completely boring, normal things. As far as I can tell, no correlation whatsoever. So, moving on. There are Pokemon from later generations hidden if you look really hard. Things like Johto, Hoenn, and all the other lovely good stuff. Again, not true. People have dug into the files. It's only the original 151. For the moment, we assume they will introduce other Pokemon in the future, but right now, it's just those. So, anyway, people can steal nearby Pokemon if they're quicker than you. Basically, the idea that if a Pokemon spawns and there's another person near you and they tap on it first, you can't catch that Pokemon. Completely not true. That Pokemon has appeared for everyone and everyone can have a go at catching it, and there is not a limited amount. So if you can see it, you can catch it. Nobody can take it away from you, so it's all good. It's all gravy. And lastly, you can choose your Eevee's evolution by naming it Pyro, Sparky, or Rainer. Actually, this one is, as far as we can tell, true. I mean, it's completely mind-boggling that this would actually be the case, because it's such a sort of a tenuous link to the original anime, I believe. I don't know, I didn't actually see that episode, or if I did, I blocked it out because the Pokemon anime is, it's not that good. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, if you name your Eevee Pyro, it will evolve into a Flareon. If you name it Sparky, it will evolve into a Jolteon. And if you name it Rainer, it will evolve into a Vaporeon, and that is absolutely, as far as we can tell, completely true. I tried to disprove it a couple of times. Every time I tried it, it worked. Honestly, it was mind-boggling. So there's one myth that's actually true. Did you see that one coming? Maybe you did, but we're done. Phew. If you've heard of any Pokemon Go myths, then leave them down there in the comments. If there are enough of them and they're actually decent, not just completely outlandish, we may well do a follow-up video in a similar style in the future, so stay posted for that, if indeed it does happen. Not saying it will, not saying it won't. Keep posted. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you catch the rare and legendary subscribe button using a great ball, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. We may well do a follow-up video if that's how...